Sam in Blades. Hello and welcome to subscribers new and old. So, just a huge thank you for everybody that's recently subscribed to the channel. I went on the Sheffield United Way Fans Forum on Monday night and I've had a really positive response. So thanks to everybody that sent me such kind messages and, you know, importantly as well, signed up to subscribe to the channel, because it helps us grow and, you know, we can get message out to more people and have a wider spread debates about things, because it's only my opinion and, you know, I'm wrong half at the time. Eki proves that in a lot of his decisions that he makes. But just, I mean, I will get to the football because that's what we're all here for, but anybody that is interested in starting on YouTube, I would 100% back you to just dive in both feet, because I've only been doing it about 3 months. Please don't worry about making best possible video quality and things like that. I've purposely left, and I will leave it up, and it's more for me to see how hopefully far I've come at some stage. But my first video were horrendous. I'm not, you know, I still think I talked a little bit of sense, but I haven't watched it because the quality, and it were landscape, and it were it were portrait rather than landscape, and it were just, you look back and you could cringe really, but I'm actually quite proud of myself in terms of how the channel's come on in only a short space of time. And it's no small thanks to the YouTube community, and particularly obviously the Sheffield United channels and things like that. And he'll cringe at this, but particularly a message to say thank you to Nick from Sheffield United Way, who's been fantastic. All the YouTube community has, and it's made me feel really feel a part of it. I'm not going to keep going on about it. I just wanted it recognised that it's appreciated, the support and guidance really that I've been given from more experienced YouTubers, and Nick in particular, who's regularly communicating with me in terms of how to, you know, when I'm asking him advice and things like that. But thank you to you guys for coming back and listening to me waffle and ramble like I am now. So, a couple of things. I'm not going to do a watch your team today, because that's in the can, that's done. I appreciate a lot of you listening that now. So my Stoke preview's done really. I don't tend to do opposition breakdowns or anything like that, but if that's something you're interested in the future, let me know. But I think it's probably more engaging for us to think about what we're going to do. That's been a big theme of this season. One thing I do want to talk about today is a controversial topic, and it's one that's come up regular and frequently now, and I think the fan base is kind of split, if I'm honest. Today's spotlight is on Billy Sharp. So Billy is our captain, record EFL Championship goal scorer, records coming out of his ears, true servant to the club, true leader, encapsulates everything. He's living out every fan's dream, captaining the club up front, which is everybody's favourite position when they start out. You know, would likely, may well return one day in the dugout. Who knows what the future's going to bring. But concentrating on the here and now, where is he? Where is he in your mind? Because I'm going to tell you where I think he is, and I think he's further down the pecking order than some are saying. Now, there's two elements to this. There's the contribution he gives off the pitch, which is huge and cannot be understated. But the fact he's been so successful for so long is because he's very competitive, and he's got an edge to him, and he wants to be the best, and he still wants to be the main boy. I just think his body's letting him down, unfortunately. And I'm not convinced, and I discussed this on Fans Forum, Sheffield United Way, I'm not convinced that he'll get another season. I'm not convinced I would give him another season. I think he's struggling at Championship level. And when I say that, I'm conscious that he's still scoring the odd goal, but he's playing in a superb team. And let's be right, Burnley are also very good, but as an overall package, I think our team is outstanding when we play to our full potential. And we haven't seen a lot of that, to be fair, recently. But you look at the man for man, I wouldn't swap many with other teams in the division. It's definitely on us whether we're going to do it or not. And I think we've been laying things on a plate for Billy, and it's not always been converted, which it would have been in years gone by. I think there is a role or a way we can get Billy involved next season. And some of you may have seen Tom Huddleston, who were knocking on at Derby, ended up going to Man U as like a under-21 coach or a under-18s manager, but registered as a player as well. And I'm not saying Billy would want to commit to this, but if we were to offer Billy an under-18s player manager's job, where he wouldn't be involved in it's Premier League and it's 25-man squad, he wouldn't necessarily play for the first team. It could be reviewed in January if we're really struggling. But he would purely be there to hone his management skills, and he can still play. And he can mentor these kids, whether it's 18s or 23s. And I know we've got people in those positions currently, so it involves a little bit of rejigging. But I think it would be a huge loss behind the scenes to lose Billy. I don't think it'd be a huge loss on the field. So let me know what you think about that, because I'm interested to hear, because some people I talk to are in full agreement that tough thing to admit, but he's fading a little bit as a player. And others think it's blasphemy that I even dare to speak about Billy Sharp, who should have a statue outside Bramall Lane, and I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all, because I think he's been an amazing player for us. But if you consider things like longevity and commitment and loyalty and just everything that it makes you feel because he's one of our own, I think he's an absolute icon of the football club. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. The next thing I'm going to talk about, it's my new feature, and this is the one I was threatening to do the other day, and it's thanks to Dave the Blade. So if you don't like it, give him some stick, and if you do like it, you can praise me for it. But this is called Off the Pitch. So Off the Pitch is where we're looking at news involving Blades players, whether it's posts they've put on social media or it's newspaper articles, things like that, other people talking about the club. And it's just to catch us all up on what's going on currently. First thing is Rida Kadra. Rida Kadra posted something online to say thanks to the Blades, and he wishes us all the best for the future. He very quickly turned around and signed for Birmingham, as you can see here. We do play Birmingham last game of the season. He is a player that can cause us problems, which we saw with Blackburn last year, but I'm not against losing Rida from the first team. He wasn't even making the bench recently. I think that the decision had been made already by them, but it's tough to stifle his development and take up a place in the squad where hopefully if we get a replacement, and I will be doing a video in next week or so about do we need any ins or outs and things like that. But in terms of Rida, I think he'd run his race, and I don't think he'd been overly impressive in his cameos for us, other than Swansea. Obviously, he won us the game in the last minute. So thank you for your contributions, Rida. Sorry it didn't work out. I'm gutted personally, because I was really excited when we signed you. Nath Emmingham of Yorkshire Live, great local reporter, is reporting that Eki, Jack and Stuart McCall are very keen and very aware of the progress of Siddy Peck, who's one of our youngsters out on loan. He's gone to Oldham and he's doing really well by all accounts. It's been extended to February, and it's just as we've got an ageing squad, which we've sort of touched on a little bit. He came over with Will Lancashire. We had to pay a fee for Siddy Peck, so it's an investment. I think it was something like 150 grand from what I read. But he's certainly one for the future. Another article that came out was around Lys Mousset, saying that the Bochum manager, I think that's how you pronounce it, where he was currently, is saying he can find another club for me. He puts no effort in. We've tried working with him, there's no point. So the Moose is yet again looking for another club. And if that's not one of the biggest wastes of talent, it's up there with Ravel Morrison and other players of this nature that are so gifted and have got so much to offer the game, and they just haven't got the determination or drive. And you think, is it natural in them to sort of waste their talents, or is it a case that they've got too much too soon? Maybe a bit of both. It's just a shame for Moose, but the latest article doing the rounds is that several clubs in the EFL are looking at lease. Now, whether that would be Championship level, I'm not sure, because it doesn't go into specifics, as you can see. But, you know, Ipswich are throwing some money about. I'm not sure they need any other strikers, but you'd think it were going to be Championship if he came back to England. We shall see. If anybody can get him fit, they're doing well, aren't they? So, another one I wanted to touch on were McAtee, the Jekyll and Hyde for me, in terms of didn't contribute massively pre-World Cup and has been one of our top men since. There's been some sort of transformation, and what our staff do with some of these youth players, and I clearly haven't worked out with Khadra, but some of the younger players who they develop and they nurture, a lot of them are on as well, like Reece and, you know, others in the same vein. What do they do to bring them on? Because James McAtee has been fantastic. Well, he sort of pulls the curtain back himself a little bit and says that Stuart McCall's had a huge part to play in his development. So I'm not just going to sit and read articles to you and stuff like that, because you can go and support the people that have written them and find out for yourself, really. I just think it's nice to keep people in the loop. I'm also going to be pulling off funny videos and stuff that you may or may not have seen online. Some of you I'm sure will have done, but any excuse to play videos like this.
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Alright, who would have thought? Not me.
Number 9, just he's Marmite, isn't he? And at the moment we're all loving Marmite, but it can soon turn. You know, if he goes another 5 games without scoring or whatever it might be, some might start to turn. But I, for one, I love his crack, to be fair, and he's backing it up at the moment, so who can grumble? So thank you again, everybody, for your support. I really appreciate it. It does mean a lot. At time of recording, I'm on 86 subscribers. And it's not about the numbers for me, but as I say, the more I get, the wider the debate we can have. And at 86, it'd be a shame not to push it to 100 in the next few days, won't it? So if you can like, share and subscribe, it'd be much appreciated. Comment and let me know what your thoughts are on the video. Did you like what I've done today? Do you want to see it included again? Do you think drop it? You know, we'll do something else. So yeah, on to Stoke on Saturday. If you haven't seen the video I've done, click onto one before this to see a little bit of a preview on what team I put out. Come on, you red and white wizards, and up the blades.